Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. It's now time for the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. The Jamaica Public Service Company JPS says it will be offering incentives to persons who purchase electric vehicles over the next few months. While speaking at the commissioning of the company's 6th electric vehicle charging station at the Texaco, New Kingston, Chief Operating Officer Gary Barrows says JPS will be partnering with local dealerships.
For anyone who purchase a electric vehicle during the next 6 months, that we'll be providing special discounts through these dealers. In fact, I'm again pleased to announce, and I understand there are some persons who are already taking advantage of this, that starting today we are offering free charging for the next 2 weeks at this particular location.
Meanwhile, JPS's Senior Vice President of Generation, Joseph Williams, says the company is looking to expand its network of charging stations.
Includes a combination of the superior level 3 rapid charging locations as well as fast or level 2 charging units to top up the battery in your electric vehicles while you're on the move or going about your regular business for a few hours. To date, the core of our charging network currently consists of 3 level 3 fast chargers, 20 to 30 minutes, in Kingston, St. Anne, and St. James. Supporting the core are the 14 level 2 EV charge plugs distributed around the island.
The company is also considering the rollout of electric service vehicles in its fleet. The head of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, says the outlook for the global economy has darkened significantly since April. IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva told Reuters the fund will, in the coming weeks, downgrade its 2022 forecast for 3.6% global growth. This will be the third time this year the multilateral has revised growth projections. Ms. Georgieva says a global recession cannot be ruled out next year given the elevated risks. The IMF is expected to release its updated forecast for 2022 and 2023 later this month after slashing its forecast by nearly a full percentage point in April. And global trade rose to a record high of $7.7 trillion in the first quarter of 2022. According to UNCTAD's Global Trade Update published today, that was a $1 trillion improvement compared to the same period in 2021. The growth was fueled by rising commodity prices as trade volumes have increased to a much lower extent. Though expected to remain positive, trade growth has continued to slow during the second quarter of 2022. The report says the war in Ukraine is starting to influence international trade, largely through increases in prices. It adds that rising interest rates and winding down of economic stimulus packages across the world will likely have a negative impact on trade volumes for the rest of 2022. Volatility in commodity prices and geopolitical factors will also continue to make trade developments uncertain. And back home, the U.S. currency is being sold for an average $151.79. $117.61 is the going rate for the Canadian dollar, $182.73 for the pound, while it's costing an average $156.11 for the euro. The JSE index advanced by 332 points today, while the junior market index declined by 9 points. Among today's winners were Portland JSX, Knutsford Express Services, Epley's 7.5% preference shares due 2024, JMB Group 6% US dollar shares, and Community and Workers of Jamaica CCU deferred shares, while on the losing side were Cygnus Real Estate Finance Jamaican dollar shares, GWest Corporation, CAC 2000, Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances, and SSL Venture Capital Jamaica. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. Stay with us. The regional and international roundup is right after the break.